to sit in Shukkasana, the comfortable or the easy pose. And bringing your eyes to close. Take a moment to allow your mind, body to settle and to be present within your body, mind and breath. So remain calm and stillness within the mind. Slowly bring the palm to join in front of the chest. Gonna chant 3 Om. Taking a deep inhalations. Gentle exhalations to bow your head in front. Gently open your eyes and bring your head back. Oh, namaskar. I would like to introduce a little bit what I'm going to share in the practice, and is all my practice is based on Iyengar. So and I remember most of the Guruji's speech. Before you try to stand on your head, learn to stand correctly on your feet. So, and the basic practice mainly is a standing pose. So we're going to practice some steady standing pose, and also we're going to combine to make one a flow. And that's what Mr. Iyengar used to say as well, to move from one asana to another asana as like a dancer. So flow effortlessly. Of course, in the beginning it's a lot of effort to put because it's intense. So slowly more we practice, and less effort it takes for asana to flow. So let's start here. Please stand up and into the Tadasana or Samastiti. So bringing your heels, toes to join together, and bring the palms either side of thigh. So this position is the basic foundations. It's called the mountain pose. So you're standing stable, strong like the mountain. So take a moment here to let your breath to connect with each movement you take with your body. From here we're going to move into the balancing pose, into the Vrikshasana, the tree pose. Slowly bring your left hand onto the left hips, shifting your body weight onto the left. Lift up your right leg and place them onto the thigh, and bring both palms onto the hips. And take a moment here to find a balance mentally, physically. So once you're steady, then slowly bring the palms to open up and stretch. If you're comfortable to keep your elbows straight, then bring the palm to join. And if you feel really intense around the neck and shoulder, you can keep the palms apart, doesn't matter. So most important part is your toes and the foot. They are the foundations. As tree, they are the roots. For the tree to grow, roots have to spread down towards the ground. When the roots is solid, tree is standing tall and solid. So we're going to do a gentle variations as into the Uttihita Hasta Padangusthasana, and gentle exhalation. Release the right hands. So bring the hands on the front of the knees, pull the knees up. So this is the modifications. If you're comfortable, then we're going to grab the toe and stretch. If not, take a moment to stay here. If you're comfortable, bring 2 fingers around the toes to grab and stretch your legs. Keep your chest lifted. If it's difficult, you can bring the right knee to bend slightly, but try not to compromise the left, keeping the left leg straight. Then with gentle exhalations, bring the right leg to the side and the right arm to the side. And if you're comfortable, take a head to turn to look over to the right middle finger. And we're going to bring a gentle twist as well here. With slow exhalations, bring the right leg forward, change grabbing the toe. Left hand grab the toe and the right hand stretch back. So you're creating a gentle twist. So you can stay forward, doesn't matter. I'm just moving to the side to show you the image. Then slow exhalations, release. Release both legs, both arms up, legs straight on the front. And with slow exhalations, release your feet down and turn back into the mountain pose. Take a moment to resettle your body. Allow your breath to return to the neutral point where you can breathe comfortably. Feel the difference between your right and the left leg. Then slowly bring the right hands onto the hips, shifting your body weight. Bring the left foot up. And bring both hands onto the hips. Take a moment to allow your weight to sink. Deep inhalations, long exhalations. So your breath is guiding each and every movement you take. So let your breath to synchronize. Then slow inhalations. Bring the arms up. Being steady mentally, physically. So no need to rush. Taking each step with a full conscious. From the Vrikshasana into Uttihita Hasta Padangusthasana. Slow exhalations, release the left, either the knees or the toe. Then slowly stretch. Deep inhalations, long exhalations. If the practice is intense, let your breath to be intense as well as like into the Ujjayi breath. Powerful breath. Then slow exhalations. Bring the arms and legs apart. You can stay here, Cecilia, if you want. The easier to balance with the legs slightly bent. Very good. Then slow exhalations, bringing to change even here. The hands on the knees. If you're comfortable, look back onto the left hand, so you're twisting here. So your head is turning back, shoulders open, chest is lifted. Then with gentle exhalations, release the arms to bring up, legs stretch forward. Then slow exhalations, release. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit why we practice this balancing pose in the beginning. It's a little bit challenging as well, but same time it brings our mind to be stable, steady. So that's why Mr. Iyengar used to say all the time as well. So for all the balancing pose is not only the physical practice, it's also for our mind. So when we are calm in the mind, physically we are much more stable, we are much more balanced. So we try to keep this balance throughout our practice. So next one we're going to practice triangles. We can skip the twisting version of it, and Supta Badakunasana, then Ardha Chandrasana, Virabhadrasana 2 and 1 and 3, and Parsvottanasana, then Parsvrita Parduttanasana. That's why we end. So let's go. Stand center part of your mat, and again into the Tadasana. Take a deep inhalations, bend the arm, bend the knee. Exhalation to jump softly and stretch your leg. Very good. Turn the left toe slightly inwards, right toe 90 degrees to the right. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, bend by the hips as far as you can. Then slowly bring the left arms up. Turn the head to look towards the left thumb. If it's difficult, you can stay higher up. If you feel comfortable, each exhalation you take, let your right hand to slide down towards ankle or even down towards the floor. Into Uttihita Trikonasana. Then slow exhalations towards the Parsvottanasana. Just bend the right knee. So keeping the left heels pressed, toes grip to the floor. Then slow exhalations, bring the left palm resting onto the thigh. Look forward and step and bring the hands slightly forward into Ardha Chandrasana, a half moon pose. And if you're balanced, then you can bring the hands up. And if you're still balanced, then bring the eyes to look towards the tip of the thumb. With gentle exhalations, bend the right knees. Bring the left toe back. Turn to the Virabhadrasana 2. The warrior pose 2. Very good. Constantly inhale, exhale. So try not to hold your breath into the practice. Then gentle exhalations, release the hands, bring the hands towards hip, turn completely to the right. And lift up your chest, open, arch your back slightly, and gentle inhalations, bring your arms up. If you're comfortable, join the palms, take your head back, look at the tip of the thumb. Then slow exhalations, moving forward towards a warrior 3. If it's hard to balance, you can bring the hands down. If you're comfortable, keep your fingers, toe, stretch away from each other. Then with gentle exhalations, release the hands from the side into Parsvottanasana, the sideways forward bend. If you're comfortable, take your arms slightly forward to create little extensions towards your chin, chest. Then slow inhalations, bring yourself back up. Take the hands on the hip and turn to the front and take a little extra distance between your feet. Very good. Bring the thumb tips joined together onto the coccyx and the palms either side of the flesh of buttocks. Inhalations, arch your back a little bit, look up. Exhalations, slowly coming forward. Exhaling, release your hands down to the floor or towards ankles, wherever you're most comfortable. And if you can bring your head to touch, you bring the head as on a tripod headstand. And take a moment to breathe in, breathe out here. Then taking a gentle inhalations, look forward. Bring the palms onto the hips and inhalations, lift your entire body up. Then slowly step and turn back into the Tadasana. Before we do on the left side, take a moment to resettle your mind, body, breath, physically, mentally prepared to do the half part of this standing pose. I hope it's not so difficult, no? Thumbs up if it's okay. Perfect. You good, Cecilia? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Oh, perfect. Good. So once your breath turn to the neutral, and gentle inhalations, bend the arm, bend the knee. Exhalations to jump, land softly. Good. Then turn the right toe slightly inwards, left toe 90 degrees without turning your hips. Then inhalations, lift up your chest. Exhalations, slowly into Uddiyita Trikonasana, extended version of the three triangle pose. And if you're comfortable, even go deeper with the hands resting to the ground. And if you feel tension on the neck to look up, you can keep your head slightly down. Pay attention towards your toes. They're spreaded, they're not contract. They're not gripping the floor, but they're resting on the floor. And if you're comfortable, you can keep your eyes up. And with gentle exhalations towards the Partial Konasana, the side angle pose. Creating extensions between the right fingers and the heel. Heel pressing to the ground, fingers pushing away. And deep inhalations, long exhalations. Then slow exhalations to bring your hand to rest. Hands resting here keeps it easier to balance. If you're comfortable, you can bring the hands up already from beginning. So always try to challenge your practice, but not challenging with the intensity. Challenge your practice with a calm, steady mind, so you are aware of each movement you take. With gentle exhalations to release your feet back into the Virabhadrasana 2. Keep your chest lifted, shoulder relaxed, hips parallel to the floor. So this time we're going to change how we go into the Warrior 1 also. With gently exhalations, release the hands, turn your foot, hips, and bring the arms up from beginning. If you're comfortable, join them. If not, spread the palms, fingers apart. Then slow exhalations, moving forward, shifting your body weight instead of jumping or kicking to the Warrior 3. Very good. And we're going to change also the position to the Partial Konasana. Slow exhalations, bring the hands back, feet Release to the ground, elbow interlock or palm joint as a namaste on the back. Inhalations, look forward, chin forward. Exhalations, let your head to rest down. Try to keep your hips equal. Then gentle inhalations. Bring yourself back up. And turn your feet to face front. One last into the Parsurita Badakunasana. So take a little space between your feet. Bring the thumbs touching onto the tailbones. Inhalations. Lift up your chest, look up. Exhalations. Slowly bring your head forward. Little smile on the face. Good. Then gently release your hands towards ankle, elbows away from the shoulder, shoulder away from the neck. Deep inhalations and the exhalations. Then gently inhale to look forward. Bring the hands to press on the ground, create the last extensions to your chest, chin. Bring the hands to press on the hips to lift up. And slowly, slowly step your feet in. Very good. Move a little bit back and forward and side to side, step a little bit. So gently, not to shake too much because it gives a little pressure to the joints. So gently moving. Good. So you can sit in the Virasana, the hero pose. So knees together, toes together, sit bones resting onto the heel. So take a moment to let your thigh muscles, kneecap, the ankle to be gently stretched by the weight of your body. The difficult part of our work is done, the standing pose is finished. So some sitting pose. So after resting here a bit, we're going to give a little stretch to our upper body, the shoulders. Then gently bring the fingers to interlock on the front. Right little finger loose at the bottom, thumb tips together. Push the palms forward. Deep inhale to stretch your arms up. So try not to bring your shoulders up, just the palms. Push the palms away from the sit bones. Try not to lift up your sit bones. Sit bones is resting heavily to the heels. So you cannot stretch your body one way. You need two strength together. The pull and the push. Like the way the waves of the oceans work. The stronger the pull and push is, higher the waves get, the louder the sound of the waves get. So same here. If you want to stretch deep, each inhalations you take, keep the sit bones rooted and push the palms up. Each exhale you take, creating a space between the muscles, joints in the body. And slow exhalations. Release your arm down. Turn the palm to face towards self and change interlocking. This time left little finger loose at the bottom, thumb dips together. Push the palms forward. Inhalation, slowly lift up. So always try to keep a space between your shoulder and neck, that your neck is free, head is moving easily side to side. Not looking up or down, eyes on the eye level. So when your areas of the eyes, the forehead, the eyebrows are relaxed, you're much more conscious of your body. When your eyes, space around the eyes is tense, your consciousness is the same, getting tense, and you're focused on what you see, getting distracted on what we can see. So try to go beyond the distractions to stay within yourself. within the physical body. With gentle exhalations, release. So that's very simple but yet very effective. You can feel all your arms starting to be fire and starting to sweat. I don't know if you feel it or not, but for sure I feel it. Perfect. So this time bring the left palms facing away, thumb tips facing down. So you kind of create already little rotations to your shoulder in. Then gently bring back the shoulder slightly forward, the shoulder back to bring the fingers as high as you can on towards the neck bones. Then slowly bring the right palm facing up with gentle inhalation. Stretch maximum you can. Then bind your fingers forward together. If it's difficult, if you have a belt, it's very easy. You just take the belt with the right hands and let the belt to swing down and to grab. And try to relax your neck from there and breathe. You can take the belt, Cecilia, look. Easy, coming down, grab and stretch. Then after, if you're comfortable, you can walk slowly together and stretch a bit more. And with slow exhalations, release. Bring both arms down. Take a moment to breathe in, breathe out. Before to rush to move, take time to observe how your physical body feels. The areas around the shoulders or arm, or even around the upper lower back. Even the weight between the left and the right thighs. So mentally prepared, physically prepared to move on the other side. Bring the right thumb tips facing down, palms facing away, then slowly move. So you're bringing first down and forward, then slowly rotate back and away from the ears, and push your hands step by step maximum you can. So you walk like the snake on the back with the wrists and the fingers. Then slowly bring the left arm up, hook together. So here I use a little bit the support of the head also to push up a little bit, so you create much more space. Then bring the elbows to the side of the head. So the elbow becomes like the horn of the bull. So take a moment here, breathe. Try not to overcurve your lower back. So you know that the lower back is curving if your sit bones is lifting off the heel. If your sit bones is rested on the heel, that means your lower back is straight. With gentle exhalations, release. Bring both hands forward. Deep exhale and long inhale. So next we're going to move into Supta Badakunasana, laying back into the butterfly pose. So bring feet to join together. Normally you could take a belt as well, but we skip all the props part today. So just to make it simple. So before to lay back, try to create maximum space you can comfortably, not by forcing too much. Give a little time and space to allow your knees to sink towards the ground. Naturally, if you let the weight of the thighs, knees, automatically they want to move down towards the ground. So try not to resist or to force. And from there, slowly move your hands one by one back and even move your hips slightly forward towards the heels. Bring one elbow down, another elbow down. Try not to use your lower back muscle to go down for now. Just use the support of the elbow, pushing them away. And once you're done, bring your palms, rest onto the abdomen. So with your palms, you have extra awareness so that you can feel each inhalations you take, the lifting of the belly, each exhalations you take, dropping of the belly naturally. So you don't need to do nothing. Just take time to observe the natural movement, natural normal rhythm of your inhalations, exhalations. Doesn't matter how long you breathe in or out. Doesn't matter how long you hold the gap in between inhalations and exhalations. So keep your conscious with your abdomen. Then slowly move your hands down towards the inner thigh. So you are not pressing the thighs down, just giving the extra weight of your palms onto the thigh. So that is not too much, that is enough weight for the hip to open, to feel the stretch. And keeping the head rested, keeping the space around the shoulder and neck rested. Keeping the space around the chest, abdomen relaxed. And from there, slowly bring your thumbs to interlock together, fingers spread apart like hands flying as an eagle. Then slow inhalation, stretch your arms over to the head. If you can, bring each and every fingertips touching to the ground without creating unnecessary tensions around the shoulders or the neck, and without bringing so much curve to your back, trying to keep the back rested towards the floor. Doesn't matter if they are not touching, but at least not to create tensions around the rib cage to push the lower back up. Deep inhalation to stretch your fingertips up. Long exhalations to relax entire space of your body. Then slowly release your arms. Bring the hands softly down and bring the elbow to rest either side of the trunk to support your knees up together slowly. So try not to use the inner muscles, so push a little bit once you're comfortable. Then you bring the heels closer to your sit bones, feet apart. So you're bringing your heels to line with the outer edge of your hips. So take a moment here, breathe in, breathe out. So once you're comfortable, then slowly release your feet. Bring your hands around the knee and hug the knee closer to the chest. If you're comfortable, bring the head back up, bring the nose and the knees are touching. So keep the elbow close to your body, shoulders away from the ear, so your neck is not compressed. Then slowly bring the hands to grab outer edge of the foot, either side. Then slowly bring the legs slightly higher up. So try to keep your head up, try to keep your spine slightly round this time. Then slowly stretch your leg to the maximum you can. Then gentle exhalations, release. Then swing slightly forward to bring up. So I would like to, this is one practice I really enjoy, is to rolling around the spine. It's a great practice if you have a any pain in the back, little discomfort. So it's kind of like, I will always say, massaging your spine by yourself. So it's just simple rolling. To do that, if you want to roll correctly, it's important to keep each and every spine round. And that's also, Guruji used to say, the good back is not only one who can make every back spine straight. Good back is one who can make from the tailbone to the neck bones completely curving as well. So that means also you're creating a opposite stretch. So kind of creating a dome. And to do that also makes easier to move. And also to move, it's not just depending on your round shape of the spine. Also it depends on shifting your body weight left and right, and also the rhythm of your breathing. Doesn't matter which way you inhale or exhale, as long as you breathe. So moments you stop to breathe, our body becomes like a block of ice that completely froze. It's dead. So there is no place to stretch. If you try to force it, you crack it and break it. So if you breathe, your body flows like the water, very soft. It can take any shape you want. So before we do together, I'm going to demonstrate a little bit, then after we try to do 10 times, practice back and forward softly. So observe, then we do together gently. So it doesn't matter if you're holding the legs or you're holding the knees. So from here, you see, softly you go. If you're holding just the knees, you can also change. Once you're here, you push back. And if you're holding your foot from here, you go again, same, you push back, and by keeping the rounding of the back, if you stretch your legs, if you stretch your toe, you see, slowly, 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 naturally you come to touch top of the shoulders and the head. You don't need to try to bring the head down. Also to go up, same thing. You pull your sit bones. You kind of touching each and every spine at a time. So this requires a little bit core strength. So your core is working intensely. And once you're there, you let your head to flow up, then softly, then release your legs, little bit swing forward to bend. So first 3 we're going to practice on that way, softly, with the legs bending, then moving forward. Then after second 3, we're going to take a little space between the knees so that your elbow comes in, toes grab. Then after, do the same. Going back slowly, let the head to come touch by itself. Then bring the toes touch. Even if it's not touching, doesn't matter, you can come into here. Then you move back slowly, slowly. Once you're almost to the lower spine, give a little swing so that you come forward. So 3 times on this round. So we make 6 times, last 4 times we're not coming forward, we're just going to stay on the ground. From here, just stay on the ground 4 times. Here, come back softly, bring the spine down, head rested. Then again, bring back. So your head is not lifting and your feet is not coming down. So just simply only to roll on the back so you can feel the core will be on the fire. So ready? Let's go. So if it's difficult, if you have a hard time to breathe, always use the swinging movement so it makes easier. So then slowly, slowly you can adapt to the harder movement. So first sit, knees hugging closer to the chest, bringing the spines around, bringing the head down. Then slowly roll back. Once you're here, push back a little bit. Then come forward. If you're able to go all the way back, you can. Maximum to the back and slowly come forward. That's it. Each and every spine touching. Kick forward if you need it. Then slowly again prepare to go back. Let your spines roll, each and every spine joint at a time, as far back as you can. Then slowly come forward, hug the knee. Then again prepare to go back. Doesn't matter which way you inhale or exhale, constantly breathe. Don't let your body freeze. Then slowly come back. Take a moment to breathe there. So bring your knees slightly wider apart. Grab your big toe with the 2 fingers around, thumbs on the tip. Then slow inhalations, round your back, move back slowly, slowly. Let your shoulder to come on the ground. Try to create extensions on the back of the neck, so try not to force your head back. Then slowly release forward. If you need, give a little swing to come forward. Bring the feet on the ground. You can always support back as well if you need one. You can always use the hands on the side if it's comfortable for you. Then slowly go back for the second. So it doesn't matter how you do it, always find a way to modify your practice. Then slowly, slowly you can make more difficult.
That is not for me.
Of course, it's make your core on the fire, but more than that is also teach you how to use your body weight to move in and out, and how to use your breath correctly. So if you learn the rhythm of the breath synchronizing with your body, it's way easier to move. You're not using the force to push you, you're just using the body weight with breathing in. So when you breathe in, you can make your body really heavy and strong. When you're breathing out, you make your body light and flexible. So many times when we practice, we separate the strength and the flexibility. But in yoga, we're trying to practice mobility. So that means you combine 2 things together. So that's the way of the life works. We don't have the day without the night, you know, they're together like yin and yang. Or I love the best example, many times I say to people that I share my experience with it, to go sit on the beach and look at the waves, or go sit side of the rivers, look at the river, how it flows. So best example from the waves is you can see the water pulling towards oceans, and you see water pushing towards oceans. But if you look deeper, these 2 movements happens together, one pulling in, one pushing out. So when the pull and push meets together, that creates the wave. So there's no only pulling or there's no only pushing, together. So that's what is strength. The same with our breathing. We cannot just focus on inhaling or focus on exhaling. They are continuing of each other. Inhalations and exhalations begin. Exhalations and inhalations begin. So that's what we try to bring into the practice, and that's practice what is helps. More we try to use a force, less we're able to move, because our body becomes stiff and tense. So more you try to use the flexibility as well, your body kind of melt onto the mat, so you're not able to move because you become flat. So you have to harness these 2 strengths together. So let's try to do 2 more times with the grabbing the toe, then we go last 4th time easier way. So move on your own rhythm. So try not to only just to move with one breath. You can take few inhalations, exhalations all the way to the toes touching to the floor over your head. Go slow, 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 breathe, and let it roll, touch. And if you need in the beginning, give a little swing that you come forward with it, one exhalation. Very good. Then slowly prepared, and one last. Always explore. Try not to limit yourself and try not to fight your limitations. So So try not to break the boundaries. Explore the boundaries. Naturally it will expand. So this time you come to sit comfortably. So let's go on a different way. This time we're going from the Dandasana. From the Dandasana we're moving towards the Navasana. From Navasana we're going towards Halasana. So they are kind of combinations of one. So in the beginning I was doing from here and we go back. This time we try to explore a little bit, and once we are down, we're not trying to come up. We can try to bring the legs 90 degrees if it's possible. If not, we can keep semi 90 degrees. So from here, Dandasana, here, Navasana. So from here, going to tuck your belly in. So you push your lower back out, then slowly you bring your hands over, toe expand, lift up your sit bones, lower back, center back, then you're coming to the Halasana. Once you're Halasana, you keep your arms back, you can lift the legs away. If you feel really tough, you bend your knees. If you find it easy, you keep your legs straight, then slowly come back. Each and every spine touching until the last bone, the tailbones touch. Once your tailbone is touched, you go back up again. So here, try not to tense your neck. Keep your head rested where it is. Then you go back, bring the toe touch. Then again, slowly come back. Legs 90 degrees until your tailbones touch. So always become aware that your head don't fold back. You keep always extended. So, good? Let's try. So into Dandasana. Stretch your back, stretch your toes pointing up to the roof. Press your heels, press the inner and the front part of your foot. Very good. Then slowly bring the arms forward, lift up your heels, lift up your legs into the Navasana. Point your toes like a ballerina if you want. There you go. Then slow exhalations. Pull your belly in, round your lower back. Then slowly take your arms over and roll over. Push with your toe. Pull with your fingers. Push with your tailbones. Pull with your heels. Very good. You can use your hand to support Cecilia if you need. Then slow exhalations, drop each every spine at a time, one by one. You can use your hands to support if you need, Cecilia. Yeah, good. Then slowly come back. You don't need to go all the way up in the beginning if it's not possible. You don't need to bring your feet all the way down if it's not possible. Then let's go for the second round. Slowly, prepare it again. Lift up your tailbones, lift up your lower back, center back, push with your big toe, pull with your fingers, easier. There you go. Take a moment once your toe is touching, breathe in, breathe out, settle your mind, then slow exhalations to release back. Feel how the spines are getting massaged when you giving the weight. So your body weight is heavy enough. Let's try to do one last round. Cecilia, if you want, this time, instead of trying to go up like this, you go from here. You see fingertips down, palms like a cup shape. You press, you go from here, up. And once you're here, you push, you push. You don't try to struggle with the leg for now, you can forget it. And you stay here and breathe. And when you come back, you release and try to do this same. Slow. And if it's difficult, you bend your leg and release down. So hands gives extra help So one last, as slow as you can, go back. Try to harness the strength of the wave of ocean. Imagine you are the water, you are the wave. Once your toe is reaching over, take a moment to breathe in, breathe out, to feel where the source of the strength comes from. Then how you can harness it to make better, to improve. Then same way, slowly exhalations to release, to control those power. Very good. Then once you're down, bend your knees, release your feet, either side of the hips, heels closest to the sit bones, and bring the hands to grab your ankle. So, these positions. So, gentle inhalations, press your feet, keep your chest open, and bring your shoulder to the floor. And try to push your chest or sternum towards your chin. Deep inhaling, exhaling. Try to not to let your knees open. Try not to let your toes open. Try to keep your outer edge of the foot parallel like the train track. Same, the knees parallel to your hips. Then slow exhalations, release your hips back. Take a moment to breathe in, breathe out. So, Shavasana is very close. It's not too far. Look, bring your fingers to interlock. This time, lift up your hips a little bit and keep your palms open and push maximum you can the hips up. Feel the top of the thighs is on the fire. Bring this sternum pressing towards the chin. Then slow exhalations, release back and take a moment to breathe in, breathe out. Keep your hands rested on the top of the thigh. This time, one last as in the variations of shoulder stand. Shalamba Shavasana. Take a gentle inhalations, lift up your chest, bring the palms supporting fingertips, turning each other's and thumbs side of the rib or the side of your trunk. Keep your shoulder rested down, keep your head straight. Then slowly bring your feet together and lift up your right toe. Point your toe towards the roof. Then slow exhalations, release the right and bring the left up. Doesn't matter wherever you are, here is good even. And if you can, point your toes towards the roof. Then slow exhalations, release back. Release your hands from the back and stretch your lower back by pushing the sit bones away. Bring the lower back flat. Surrender your palms either side and bring your feet. Leg to stretch, turn toes sideways to rest entire body into Shavasana. So, bringing your eyes to close. Our minds always get distracted, running here and there. Instead of letting your minds drift away, to focus your mind or to reflect what you've done past 1 hour. Reflect into all the practice. And how your physical condition feels. And how the mental states are. So not interfering or interrupting. Just take time to observe. And take time to watch each and every part of your body, each and every flow of your breath. Appreciate the life, to be grateful towards the practice, the strength that we have, to be grateful towards the self, the energy that we put in to keep our mental and physical healthy. Try not to rush. Keep your mind calm and steady. To observe each and every movement you take. Gently bringing slightly movement around your fingers, palms, wrists, and the toes, foot, and the ankle. If needed, give a gentle stretch your arms over to the head. Then slow exhalations, bring the left palm onto the chest to feel your heartbeat. Feel that you are living a life. And stretch your right arms over to the head. Then bend your left knee, right knee, keeping your eyes closed still. And turn towards your right, using the right arm as a pillow. Bring the left palms to the ground. So once you're physically, mentally ready, you open your eyes and gently support yourself to sit comfortably into Shukkasana. Take a moment to settle. We're going to chant 3 Om to end the class. Bring the palm to join in front of the chest. So your thumb is connected towards your sternum. When you chant the Om, you can feel the vibration towards your thumb and the palm. Taking a deep inhalations for Om together. Gentle exhalations, bow your head on the front to be thankful. And slowly open your eyes and bring your head back. So, Namaskar, thank you.